Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Twin Falls, Idaho. It is 7:15 a.m. I just woke up a few minutes ago and figured I'd take y'all along with me for the ride today. If you saw the car tour video, you may have been curious what it looked like and all that stuff. This is looks like I've got it in sleeper mode here. I am in a Walmart parking lot. Let's escape the scene over here real quick. I usually leave the sunroof open for some ventilation. Sun's coming up soon. There's cars near me, but not a lot of activity, so take the retainer out. I feel more comfortable talking now that I've assessed my surroundings a little bit. Okay, so not a whole lot of light in here. Hopefully you can see what's going on. So, start the day just like pretty much anyone else. Gotta get out of bed. I'll slide over here. Usually, whatever shoes I anticipate wearing, I'll leave here. I'm going to the gym this morning, so I got my gym shoes here. And then I will consolidate my bed here. So, sleeping bag. Oh, it's kind of hard to keep this light up. I don't have great lighting in here. Actually, I can use the battery a little bit. There we go. So that folds up. Pull that to the side. This folds up. I don't actually need it that fold. Just about to there. This comes up. This folds here. Pull this out. And then it'll be time to take these jokers out. Boom, they come out a lot easier than they go back up, I'll tell you that. Probably takes 5 times longer to put them up, maybe even 10 times longer. This one I didn't design optimally. Probably should have the take it out of the way, but all morning thoracic spine mobility work probably ain't gonna kill me. Alright. And at this point, if I wasn't going to the gym, I'd probably brush my teeth, but I think I'll just save that for there. This banana looks like it needs to go, so I'll probably eat it for breakfast real quick. I haven't decided exactly how much I'm gonna film. I think I'm gonna make it pretty general. I don't want this to be too long because I don't have the craziest things planned today, which is part of why I figured it would be a good day to film for a more reasonable, accurate depiction of what goes on. And this here is my nightstand. Current reading, Walden by Henry David Thoreau. Definitely interesting. Maybe we should go down here. And this folds up. Boom. And I try out this chest mount today. I've never used that yet. But for this format, I think it'll be useful. Anything else? I usually actually sleep in this hat, but it's kind of getting dirty. I forgot to put it in the wash load, so I'm trying to tuck myself in the sleeping bag. This pulls back a little bit. Although before I do all that, probably pick out some clothes here for the gym. I think I've actually got some stuff up there already. So maybe just after the shower. Want some new undies and probably some warm socks, because the ones I have on aren't the cleanest. See, this is, I'm trying to just fish around in here until I find stuff, which I could put up dividers or something to make this more organized. Because this is stupid. All right. I definitely just had 2 socks and they came apart. They're all coming out singles. Okay. Fabulous. I don't know where the heck all my socks are. Definitely haven't used all of them. I need another light. Hold up. Now these should work in the shuffle. I thought this was a single, but it's a pair, so I'll toss it up towards my gym bag. I'll turn this light off. I don't use too much battery. So I've got my phone light now. Now I'll slide this chair back. I'll start her up. Pull the windshield cover. Alrighty. And this is definitely easier with 2 hands. So I should definitely get that chest mount fired up here after this part. Alright. I usually just kind of pile this stuff. Try to keep it down so I can still see around me when I'm driving. Yep. There we go. Boom. And all right. My bed is now unmade, made. I don't know exactly how you term that, but just pull that out. I'll be real careful to not lock myself out. So we got 2 doors unlocked, perfect. Boom. I don't usually keep these lights on. All right. And from here, I think it's just a short drive to Planet Fitness. So I'll check back in a little bit. Windshield's actually a little frosted up, so I'm going to try and just rest that there to see if that catches any of this. Seems to be. In the car tour video, I didn't actually show under my driver's seat, but the ice / snow removal tool is one of the things I keep under the driver's seat. Alright, so you can see that, but the chest mount on, so I'm not totally used to it, but at Planet Fitness, I'll finish up the banana here. Come on. Gym bag ready to roll.
Parking recording started.
That was my dash cam that made that noise, in case you're curious. Socks. Undies. Boom. Towel. Try not to let that touch the ground. Alright. I think there is another loose sock in here somewhere. It's like half my morning so far has been looking for socks. So, yep, there it is. Alright. I don't think I'm going to film any of my lift, but I'll debrief after. It is 8:46. I just got out of the gym. Sun is out now. Yeah, I didn't show before. I always, almost always at least, bring my water bottles in, get those topped off. And this, I hang up on the seat there. Not as easy to do with one hand, but you get the idea. And then this just goes where it was before under here. Quick overview. That's what I did today. I did pull-ups and dips, superset, 3 sets of each. Pretty much to failure on all of them. I'm not really a counting reps guy. But probably somewhere in the range of 5 to 15 reps on most of the things I do. Incline dumbbell bench press, superset with a machine called MTS row. I usually do chest supported row if I'm gonna do something like that. Or I'll do a bent over row or a dumbbell row, but I did RDLs yesterday and squats, so I didn't want to hit the spinal erectors anymore that quickly after. What did I do after that? Pull overs, I guess you'd call them. Cable pullovers. Last, a little bit of triceps there. And some pec flies, cable flies, superset again. And then face pulls and push-ups. A few sets of each of those. And then a couple sets of side planks with hip abduction and V-ups to close it out. And then, like I said, showered, shaved, fill up my water. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't really decided if I'm gonna go get food somewhere or just eat a little something on my own. But I'll check back in when I'm making my next move here. So I've decided I'm going to Centennial Waterfront Park because I am in Twin Falls, Idaho. Yesterday I was in Idaho Falls and I never actually saw the falls, which I considered a mistake in hindsight. But I'm here in Twin Falls now, so I'm gonna check out the river, the waterfalls, and just make a simple breakfast in the parking lot. I treated myself to breakfast yesterday, and my mouth still got the toothpaste flavor in it, so I don't really see the need to treat myself again. I'm just gonna have a little something simple in the parking lot. Check back in a minute. So just rolling into the park. Looks pretty cool from up here, so that's good. And the bridge there is a nice shot. Yeah, this looks like a cool place. I'm glad I didn't just blow out of town hastily. That actually is one thing I've started to learn on this trip is life really ain't a race. I'm not in a rush to do anything in particular, so it's nice to take your time every now and then. All right, just parked down by the water here. Got the chest mount on. Let's see, make sure we're recording. Yep. All right. Whew. Nope. Okay. Let's see what we got cooking back here. Use my old peanut butter in here. Yeah, we'll finish off the old peanut butter. All right, we got a fresh loaf of bread in here. Should have a knife of some sort. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. This thing. Boom. You know what? me some chocolate milk too. Oh man, it's pretty nice out. Ah. Peanut butter. Got some new stuff too here. Probably finish this one up. Oh yeah, getting pretty low here. Like to throw some honey up on here too. It's so cold it won't really come out, so I just gotta condense it out with the knife. Yeah, well, it don't gotta be perfect. It's gonna be gone in like 45 seconds anyway. Pretty much got this whole area to myself. Seems like the kind of place I'd be bumping in the summer. They got a boat launch and stuff. But pretty quiet right now. A little waterfall up on the hill. Hopefully that's in the frame. Yeah, it should be. Just getting things cleaned up here a bit. Boom. Milk in here. Get rid of yesterday's trash. A couple days trash. And empty out the piss jug a little bit. Oh, we got company. Seem chill though. Boom. And just right into the dirt with that. Alrighty. I think I've decided I'm gonna go for a little jog. It's cold and I'll be able to view more this area efficiently. Saw a guy running on the way in, kind of inspired me. Nothing too crazy, just casual. Alrighty, I've got the car locked up, shoes on, and a mosey about. I'd sometimes or often look at all trails or something, see what's going on, but today I'm just gonna see where the wind takes me here. And that braid is pretty awesome. I think I've just run down what is essentially a fishing trail. Whew. Whew. Cool spot for sure. Oh man. Probably swimming here too. Little no wake zone. Oh man. Well, I'll probably turn back now. Check out the other way. If anyone knows what kind of bird that is, let me know. I saw one in Wyoming the other day. Probably not the best shot of it on this camera. Maybe I'll Google it, throw up a picture. Man, that would be some crazy editing work. Woo. Oh yeah, sun's out in full force now, baby. Right on my back. I would consider this a nice winter day. Oh, there's one of those birds again. Another one in southern Idaho. Woo. Oh man. And this looks like private property here. Woo. baseball bat in the creek. Huh. Well, I guess we'll head up the hill. Right as I was ending the last clip, saw this guy hanging out back here. Oh, he had a friend down the hill too. Oh, that's a nice hiding spot he's got down there, huh? Oh wow, cat. Whoo. Whole squad back there. Whoo. Oh, another one, dude. A cat. More cats, okay. Guess people probably feed them. Oh. Oh. Whew. This chest strap is really nice. Man. Can definitely tell it's there, but it's not uncomfortable at all. Oh man. Whew. Looks like there's a trail up here, so maybe I'll work my way up there. Little waterfall here, man-made. One up there appears to be natural. This wasn't really a trail. I ended up one here. Every sign's got a story, eh? Ooh. Ooh-wee. Oh, what if I can climb this shit? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. 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 Said I wasn't gonna break a sweat. That almost never ends up happening. Oh man. Oh yeah. It's a cool spot. Woo. Golf course on the other side of the river. Woo. Man. Oh, it's on both sides. That's what the private property I reached was. It's the golf course. Oh, man. It doesn't seem like this park has extensive trails, but still pretty cool. Ooh. They got a zip line up over there. I haven't done one of those in many years. Just heading up the road that I came in on. Woo! Because I didn't really see any other trails in the park. So just trek up here and see what I see. It appears a nicely paved road that leads along this canyon. Ooh. And it's wet. It's not slippery, thankfully. Knock on wood, I guess. Could be black ice, but ooh, man. Maybe it leads to the golf course or something, I don't know. Looks like we got some ice/snow meltage. Oh man, I scared that bird away. Coming down the side of the hill here. Ooh. little bit closer look at the waterfall here. Cool stuff there. Well, the camera died right when I got to that waterfall, but I pretty much just circled around, came back. Whew. Just spent like 5 minutes trying to find this micro USB cord for these headphones. Finally found it. It was in a sort of hidden pocket of my electronics bag. Just had to recharge this joker on there too. But I think that pretty much wraps up Twin Falls for me for now. I explored the town a little bit last night. I ended up stumbling upon a club that was a $30 cover, and it wasn't really, there was nobody really there yet when I got there, and didn't really feel like staying up super late. There was another bar that I passed on the way home. Didn't really see it until I was passing it. I thought, maybe I should have turned around, but yeah, not too much going on in Twin Falls on a Saturday night. Like I said, I probably didn't even give it the fairest shot, but I think it's time I hit the road. Before I made it out of the park, decided to stop and eat a mango, get a quick snack in before I hit the road. Alrighty, turn off the knife. Probably not FDA approved, but does the job for me. Get new trash bag started here. Usually just slide that in there. Alrighty. Another napkin. Oh man. Alrighty. Oh, the beeping is so annoying. But it serves a purpose, I guess. Let's ride. Driving over the river. Stopped at the scenic overlook pull out here. Just past the bridge. Some stuff in the back was moving around, so I got that locked up. And I'm gonna check this out here. Wow. If you're ever going on a road trip, would highly recommend stopping at every scenic overlook that you see in time to stop. So every time I don't stop, I think, damn, probably should have stopped. And yeah, a lot of them are pretty cool. This is the bluest sky I've seen in a few days here. Oh, it's quite nice. One other thought, I did not disclose any distance or anything on my run because I forgot to hit start on my watch, so I don't even know how long it was. I'd say just a couple miles, really. Wasn't pushing the pace or anything. You know, I'll even jog it in back to the car here. Really just an exploratory jog. Trying to have fun with it these days. I'm not a competition level runner, but I do think it's one of the basic core movements that we've evolved to do. And I think by not running, you're, I don't know if cheating yourself, cutting yourself short, however you want to say it, kind of just missing out, man. Woo! But now I'm actually gonna hit the road. This here is the reality of any road trip. Some time on the road. Miles off in the distance. I gotta figure out how to work the zoom on this thing. You can probably barely see him, but in due time. Probably see those mountains at least a little bit now, even with the zoom all the way out. Little road snack. Oh, what this guy's doing? Had to pause that song at the end, albeit I let it ride out. So, yeah, all the copyright stuff is interesting. I don't want to get a strike at this infancy stage of my channel, so I'll play it safe. Here's a gallons of gas here. Would fill up, but it's significantly more expensive than I'm seeing elsewhere. That was my bad not filling up before, but it's all right. I need to hit the bathroom and maybe grab a little bite to eat anyway. Here at the Boise stage stop, feed and fuel. Got a chicken sandwich that looks and smells pretty damn good. Some mac and cheese, an Uncrustable for dessert. Oh man, it's pretty nice out. Oh, I made it to Boise, Idaho. There's a football stadium over there. I really don't have any idea what I'm gonna do here, so I'll check back in when I come up with some action. Round up at REI. I have a little exchange to make, so hopefully this doesn't take too long. It's 12:46 in the afternoon. I probably should be updating time more, but oh well. All right, it's 1:02 and I got that done. Now comes the fun part of the day where I sit here. Probably didn't need to turn the car on for this. And I go on maps and I make a spontaneous decision what to do with the rest of the daylight hours. I would like to go to the library, but I can save that for after sunset. Ooh, National Wildlife Refuge. Mm-hmm. 33-minute drive. Okay. Up there in Nampa. And it also might not be a bad idea since I'm heading towards Eugene in the next couple days to meet a family friend. Oh, I had that totally oriented terribly. Okay, so that makes the wildlife refuge somewhat on the way, actually. National Forest back that way. When I come up with an idea, I'll check back in. I've decided I'm heading to Boise National Forest. Touch some grass. It is now 1:16. Sent out a few texts, read some stuff, but heading out now. And since there was this relatively affordable gas right next to REI, deciding to fill the tank all the way. It's one thing I've learned my time on the road so far is you take opportunities when you get them. I'm heading into the National Forest. It's only like 20 miles away, but if I do some off-roading, take a weird way out, it's just better to have more than enough gas than to even begin to worry about it. We got a nice multi-use trail here along Boise River. I will be continuing on though. Well, I decided to take a little detour and drive across this dam. This guy's kind of on my ass, but it's certainly pretty. This is what they call the Turner Gulch here, Not sure if you can see that airplane or not. Whatever. But pretty cool. It's a humongous boat ramp. Quite possibly the longest one I've ever seen. Honestly, if I was allowed to camp here, I probably would just set up here. Pretty nice. Can't really see it from there, but maybe I'll pull over up here. So I now understand why the boat ramp is so long, because the water level fluctuates so greatly. I think this is technically a reservoir. What's it called? Lucky Peak. So the national forest, I think, is up that way. Whew. Definitely a neat little spot here. My last stop on the way out here. Get a nice view of the lake lengthwise. Ooh. It's pretty dang nice out here. Oh, that guy's got a nice view up there, huh? Probably not gonna be hiking up there, but definitely a nice lake. If I had an Idaho fishing license, I'd be tempted to get my line wet. Snake River rubbish. I like that word. Let's see if I can work the zoom. Might have to preset it before I start filming. So the zoom goes up to 2 times, and I do indeed have to set it before starting the video, and I can't have the super stabilization on. Just kind of some experimentation going on here. Huh. All right. And there was a pull-off on the other side too, so figured I'd get a shot from this side. So I looked at this hill again, and I couldn't help myself but turn back and run up it. Sometimes it's hard to judge how big stuff is. I realize it ain't that big. That's all I got walking down the side. Oh, impromptu hill training. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. You know what, man? Ooh. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna get on this thing, but I'm not gonna incriminate myself like that. Oh man. The water does look pretty cool with the wake on it. Oh, the waves. I think something hit the surface out there. Yeah. I am an idiot. I do this kind of thing a lot where, say I'm totally not climbing that hill. But I just couldn't help myself but turn back and do it. I don't have all that much daylight left, so I should get going soon, but oh man. If it weren't for the day use only thing, I probably would have just chilled here. Car's down there, and it looks far, but it took me not even a minute to get up here. It's a little hill. That's all it is. Vehicle just broke 133,000 miles. It's another obvious reality of doing this. You're gonna rack up some miles. I think I was at 128,000 when I left home. So I'll put on 5,000 miles for what it's worth. Doobie. So the National Forest isn't as close as the GPS first made it seem, but that is all right. We're soldiering on. Beautiful drive up here at least, if nothing else. So I've taken a couple turns here. There's a sign back there said there was a Valley of the Pines subdivision a mile ahead. So hopefully it's not just a dead end in a little neighborhood. Because I'm trying to have some space to myself out here, preferably. It is very nice though. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. It's a nice little neighborhood out here. Just hoping the road continues through. So we were able to get through the neighborhood, and it's starting to feel less and less like a road, which is a good sign based on my experience. Heading up this hill now. Got her locked in first gear. Haven't had any phone signal in a while. Things are looking up. Don't have all that much daylight, but that's all right. Next place I can find to stop, I am going to stop. This car pleasantly surprised me getting up to this point. So yeah, I'm hoping there's somewhere to pull off on this hill. I've made it to what might be my resting point tonight. I tried to get up there, you could see, and I couldn't quite get up that last bit of the hill. That's all right, but just making a quick footwear change, adding a layer. At this point, I'm just gonna scout out the area around here a little bit, see if this is where I want to hang out for the next, I don't know, what time is it? 3:10. 15 hours, something like that. So yeah, I'm liking it. This is pretty much the end of the road here. Even the last mile or so where I was driving, there was no other tire tracks. I don't see anybody in any direction. I follow these tracks over here. I don't really know what they are. I think that's deer. Yeah, I think that's deer. Or maybe elk or something, I don't know. But I like this. Can definitely work with this. And earlier I said I was going to want to go to the library. I have officially kicked the can on that one until tomorrow night. The only reason I would have even wanted to go today is because I have a big decision to make in my life over the next 4 days. I've been accepted to physical therapy school, so I'm finalizing my decision on where I want to go with that. Got a call to make tomorrow night. Some last stuff to comb over, but I'll update y'all with my decision on that. I have to know by the 15th, so I'll let y'all know a little bit after that, I guess, or a little bit after I decide. The date of filming this, if I never said it, is Sunday, January 11th. It is now 3:14 p.m. So we've got a good little bit of sunlight left. I might even just go for a little hike down this road and see where it leads, see what's going on. But other than that, just immerse myself in this beauty that is the Boise National Forest. maybe read a little bit, write some stuff down, think about my recent experiences, and just a little solitude, a little reset. Never hurt nobody. So I think these are bear tracks. And I think I saw either moose or elk tracks back there. I couldn't tell. They were freaking large though. In any case. And I forgot my bear spray up at the car. So that's cool. Yeah. Another track. Definitely some wildlife in the area. Man, those are big. Whatever they are. That's a size 11 men's boot. That was the track I couldn't identify earlier. Kind of broken up now because I've walked back and forth. But yeah, my camera's also not really holding charge today. I don't know what's up with that. So that's just another challenge I gotta overcome for this video. This here appears to be a larger bear track. That there a smaller one. So perhaps it was a mama bear and a cub strolling through here. And maybe tomorrow I'll mess around in here a little bit, explore farther. So got to the car and just realized I didn't want to be parked on a hill, so I have to move a little bit. And then kind of just realized I'm just gonna move more than a little bit. Explore a little more and see what happens. All logical wisdom would have said to set up camp back there, because it is pretty much 4 and it'll be dark by 5:30 and I don't know where I'm going. But I think a lot of this trip in general denies logical wisdom, and sometimes it comes back to bite me in the ass, but just following my inner will, really. Felt like moving, so I'm moving. So the other guy's tracks that I was following up here that I thought might have been 2 vehicles, looks like he turned around right here and actually camped right here. And I'm with it, honestly. I think this is what I'm gonna do too. It's nice and flat here. I just back right up. Pretty much same spot someone else did, so I like it. And I'm gonna roll with it. It's only 4:04, so it only took me like 5 extra minutes of driving. I'm a fan. The sound of the snow melting off the trees keeps bugging me out a little bit, like something's moving behind me. But yeah, this spot is quite nice. Got the chest strap deployed properly now. I realized it was upside down earlier. I had to reconfigure the camera, but I figure I'll just go for a little stroll here and then get back and make dinner after not too long. Man, it surely is beautiful out here. I found this tree to be pretty cool. The mossy branches. There's that snowfall I was talking about earlier. Ooh. I think I've realized what I thought were those giant moose tracks or whatever, elk tracks, were probably from a rabbit. Didn't really have a clear view of them, but just seeing these what I think are rabbit tracks. This is more of this fur that I've seen. Maybe it's a piece of a feather. I can't tell what that is. But yeah, after seeing these, I think it was rabbit. If anyone knows what this is from, feel free to let me know. Maybe it is from a bird, feather. Don't know what kind of bird, but pretty cool. Well, the battery died again, so I just plugged it in for a few minutes, sat on top of the car, and took in the view. I think it's time to get dinner going. I'll typically take out the cooler, and this jacket was stuck to it. Alrighty, take out the cooler. I end up using this as a sort of table or chair or both, depending on the time. And then I gotta unlock this door, open it, and grab that. Did demo this in the car tour. Oh, we got trash damn near falling out of here. Okay. Before I put the table in, I'll prop it right here and grab some seasoning stuff. Alrighty. There it comes. Just put that up top for now. This stuff, I'll just put in my pocket. I can go up top. Get this thing out of the way for a second. And then snow off underneath the platform. Here it goes. Alright. I'll go back there. Boom. Flip her open. Boom. This thing's getting a little dirty. Should probably give it a clean. And I'll wait to hook up the propane until my stuff is ready to go. I had to charge it a little bit more, but getting set up here. I got 4 eggs. This I can have while I'm cooking. Got a cucumber, carrots, bunch of apples, butter, and oh, I forgot I had that yogurt. Totally forgot about that. We got some salsa down there that I also forgot about, but the main event for tonight, fresh pork tenderloin. I've had it for like a week. It's been on ice the whole time, so it's good. Real cold. In a nice vacuum sealed bag thing. So I'll open that up. My knife right here. Don't want to get too much of this juice spilt. Attract a bear or something. But, a little bit. Whatever. And we spilled some. Okay. That's the way she goes. And this will take forever to cook if I don't cut it up a bunch. So I'm just going to start cutting it into small pieces. I'm not going to film this whole thing because the battery keeps dying. So I got the meat cut up, and I think I thought of a new solution to film the rest of this. So I'll go to that. All right, so I've got the charging bank on a little piece of cardboard and the tripod setup. Super wide lens setting. All right, this is what we're gonna work with here. Got the meat there. Got some rice back here too. Measure out a couple cups. There's one. One cup. We'll go 2 cups. I think with this rice, it's a 1-to-1 ratio of water. Double check. Yeah. It says it's 4 servings. Maybe for 4 birds. It is a lot for one person, but 4 is crazy. I don't know who makes up serving sizes and whatnot. All right. Rice is ready to go pretty much. The meat, I'll season a little bit. I've actually decided I'm just gonna season the meat as it cooks. I'll get this puppy lit. Get that pan heating up. And honestly, it don't take long at all. I'm gonna just start putting it in. I haven't fit this much on this pan before, so yeah, I might have to do it in 2 batches actually. Because this is like 2 pounds of meat in probably an 8-inch pan. Yeah, we're gonna have to do 2 batches here. It's alright. Alright, that's good for the first batch. Just wash my hands in the snow. Alright. Not my smartest move. That shit is freaking cold. Let's go back to the paper towel. We got garlic powder, healthy amount. Oh yeah. Onion powder, and I'll typically pick up onions at the grocery store if I'm gonna cook something like this and put real onion in, but I used them last time. I actually had 2 packages of pork. Ate the first one in 2 separate sittings. Italian seasoning. Boom. Gotta have salt. Oh yeah. Sizzling now, baby. All right. Pepper. And a plastic bag. We'll just drizzle the pepper on. Oh yeah. All right, that's nice and warm. Love it. Spatula somewhere. Right here. Probably turn down the heat. I think I've actually got enough battery to return to the chest mount for a little bit. Got the meat coming along quite nice here. Pan is pretty jam-packed, but it smells pretty good. Always talked about that back playing video games. When will they, quote unquote, invent technology where you can smell remotely? I may or may not have heard something about that being done. All right, come on now. Where's that lighter at? Lighter was right in front of me. Some of y'all probably saw it and we're saying this fool's dumb. All right, we'll get that to a boil and lower it down. Cucumber, carrots. Oh man, got a little bruise on them, but I'll probably just eat those raw. Already got the pan full of meat with more ready to roll. So at this point, oh yeah, that's the setup I have going for when the camera, damn, I shouldn't have let that get in there, but when the camera starts dying again, this is what I've got in place. All right. And got the sunset here, some chocolate milk. Man. Ah, man, there might be a lot wrong with the world, but right here, right now, feels all good. Throw some oh, there goes the spatula. Figure I'll throw some seasoning up in the rice as well. Get some garlic powder in there. Oh, almost went overboard there. Some salt. Probably my favorite two seasonings, garlic powder and salt. Hard to go wrong. I'll get the fork. Mix it up a little bit. Oh yeah. And back on she goes. Oh, there goes the fork. Okay. All right. One thing about this table, I gotta be very mindful to not press down on it too much like a stovetop in a house, because this could all just come crashing out and burn me and make a mess and whatnot. Coming along though. Sun's starting to meet the edge of that hill there, mountain, whatever you'd call it. Not a whole lot for me to do here. Guess I could start preparing for the meat to come off. Grab a plate. Already got a fork. Was gonna burn the chips, cook everything, but considering I have 2 pounds of meat, I'll probably save the eggs for another time. Quick taste test on the meat. That piece is done. Check a bigger one. That one's not done. So probably just start eating as I go. Woo! At least the small ones. Look at this guy in the middle. Because not cooking completely evenly, which isn't the end of the world. Oh, that's boiling. Time to lower that. Yeah, getting real low. Give them a quick mix. Just leave that in there for now. Throw in it. Oh, this pepper is pretty contaminated, but fuck it. I don't want that there. goddamn thing. All right.
Yeah, we'll get some pepper up in there. More over there. Another pinch. Boom. I want to stop the video. My hands are too freaking dirty. Touch this camera. All right.
Switch back to the other setup because I feel like there's not too much more to film on the cooking here. Just gonna put the second batch of meat on. Season it pretty much in the same hasty manner, or not hasty, but unorganized manner I did the first time. Let the rice dry out most of the way, soak up the water, and I'll check back in a little bit. So food's almost done. I just wanted to real quick capture some of the sunset, and I don't know if the camera can pick up that hue in the valley. It's like turned it red on that far hill, and I actually don't think this super wide objective lens is good for that far out, but oh well. Camera never does it justice anyway. All right, everything's done here. I dumped the rice onto the first batch of meat, what's left of it. I got into it a bit while second batch was cooking. Just we'll leave a little bit up here, and then the rest of the meat. Little mound. And gas is off. And I'll typically, like I said, have onion or zucchini or both with it, but I didn't go grocery shopping today. This was all pretty much leftover stuff that I made do here, and doesn't look half bad if I must say so myself. We still got a little daylight left here. It's not too much, there's not gonna be too much left in the video, I guess, but some thoughts I had. This was a day in the life. I mean, quite literally it was, but it's impossible to get a total accurate bead on this kind of journey by just looking at one day. I mean, you can get a good idea. And more or less, the day's kind of similar. But I was thinking, oh, I should really do 2 days, because tomorrow I could end up at a gas station or a Walmart or a rest stop. Could end up hitting a town or something. Like, there's so many different experiences you could have day to day. But quite honestly, I don't like filming this much. People who are vloggers and do this all the time, more power to them, because I don't enjoy filming this much of my day. So I probably won't, but I just wanted to go on here and say and kind of explain the different ways that a day could go. And tonight I won't have to put up my Reflectix covers because there's nobody else out here. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else out here, so I'll get to see the sunrise hopefully, or maybe even wake up before then and drive out to the sunrise. Head westward, probably into Oregon tomorrow. Like I was saying earlier, stop at a library. Like, there's a lot of different stuff, but if I could boil this trip into a few things, it would be Planet Fitness. It's kind of been my base, so to speak, because it's where I shower, work out. Rest stops are nice, because you're pretty much encouraged to sleep there, which is nice. Walmart's pretty chill for the most part. There's only been one, even that one. There was one that said no overnight parking. I asked the cart guy, and he's like, you're probably chilling. And I was chilling. libraries. I don't know if I said that. I mean, I've said it like 3 times. There's a few places that I end up at a few times. REI has been one of them. Just because I didn't have proper outdoor gear. But yeah, Walmart's a good spot too, because obviously they sell just about anything you could want. And these national forests, we don't really have much of in Pennsylvania. I think there's Allegheny National Forest in northwest Pennsylvania, which I've never been to. I'm from southeast Pennsylvania. So it's catty corner. But these are awesome, man. I honestly find myself starting to take them for granted because there's so many of them out west here, but being able to just pull up like this, cook, obviously leave no trace, but it's pretty awesome. I should probably plan a multi-day trip out into the woods or something. I've really just been doing one night at a time. The one backpacking trip I debriefed in my video Flirting with Disaster, if you're interested. Still didn't really get a proper backpacking sleeping bag, but maybe if I hit warmer weather, I'll do that again. Or if I stumble upon a good sleeping bag for a good deal. But I'm trying to think what I even did today. Yeah, wouldn't say it was the worst day to take as an example overall. And just for a checkpoint, it is 5:37 p.m. We still got some light in the sky, but I would say the sun has set. Still mowing away here at this plate. Man, and it's getting cold. Went up in elevation here a bit. Obviously, there's snow on the ground, and it gets cold at night. But it's the way she goes, eh? Just want to take a quick break from the food. Walk out to the point here where you can get a better view of the sky. Yeah. I don't know if there's any way to focus on this thing or if it's just auto. I get the feeling it looks a lot better in real life, but figured I'd at least try to share it a little bit. Oh man. But I'll head back up and see if I can't finish this food. One thing I was just thinking of relates to the Metallica lyric in For Whom the Bell Tolls. Hear the silence so loud. I'm just gonna shut up for a second. Let's hear how silent it is here. You just don't get that living around a town like I have for most of my life. Heard a bird in the distance. The leather on my boots creaking a little bit. I may have shuffled my feet a little bit too. Other than that though. Oh. So quiet. And as James Hetfield said, hear the silence so loud. I think I haven't looked up the genius on that or anything, but I always interpret that lyric as the noises in my head are loud even when there is no external inputs through the ears. I don't know if that's what he was trying to say, but it's a hell of a band regardless. Total side note. Oh man, this video is probably gonna be long. I've decided it's a good idea to clean up before it gets fully dark here. I'm not gonna finish all the food, so put it all in one thing here. Get out a plastic bag. Put it in there. All right, so I did eat quite a bit more of it, but that's what we got left there. It's honestly mostly rice. Didn't go totally smooth on the transfer like it did last time, but whatever. Get the dishes ready here. Give them a quick rinse. Break this thing down. Yeah, this thing is kind of hard to unscrew when you can't feel your fingers. Oh, man. Gets done though. Woo! Down there, boom. Usually throw the lighter in there, a lighter in there. Boom. Boom. Get these seasonings back in here. Boom, boom, boom. This one could use a little wipe for sure. All right, put the lid on this thing. Boom. Butter can go back. Rice. Usually put it down here. Alrighty. This knife, I'll clean. If it seems like I'm in a rush, it's I guess I am a little bit, although I should probably slow down. My fingers are freezing and I'm losing daylight. This is pretty standard issue for me though, if I'm being honest. It always seems to end this way. I think that's because I account for time to cook, but not the time it takes to clean up when I shut down for the day. Today also just wasn't really that hungry. The camera was off when I just checked, so I have no idea what was filmed last, but I'm just gonna try and get these dishes cleaned and everything put away before it is totally dark out here, which I would say will be in the next 5 minutes. So I'll pull out some of this biodegradable dish soap. Just put like a oh, that was like 3 drops. All right. And just give this a quick clean. I would love for a food safety expert to chime in the comments and say how I could do this better, because I know I could. This is a very base level solution for dishes. I've got a spray bottle here to rinse off that soap, and other than that I have this towel here to dry it off, and that same towel will be used to dry all of them. So that's clean enough for me. On to the next. This thing's still got some soap on it. Snow ain't gonna hurt me, I don't think. Give that a quick scrape. Then hit it with this. Boom. The way I see it, pots and pans, you burn them anyway, so all the bacteria should go bye-bye when you cook next. That's probably not totally true, but hey, just gotta eat dirt sometimes, eh? Quick rinse there. I usually don't even like to use that towel on the
pots and pans. Actually, I might have misspoke just now when I said use that on everything, just because these don't get totally clean, and I don't want my one and only towel to be disgusting. But yep, dry enough. Boom. It just goes down there, and then I'll repeat the process on the last few things. You get the idea. If I can stop the video with my frozen finger. All right, we got the dishes done. Still got a little bit of light left, which is nice. Table, go back in its spot. Boom. Tripod. This thing's trash. Not a fan of SOS pads. A side note, again. That's just what this box is. And probably gonna gnaw on this cucumber for dessert. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty much good. The rest of this stuff I can deal with. Man, these labels got wet, and in turn are kind of just disintegrating. I'm just gonna cut this part of the cucumber off. I don't remember where I just put my knife. I just cleaned it too. Yeah, it's getting dark. It's definitely getting dark. Oh, right there. It was right in front of me. But yeah, I'll just shave that off because I can't really peel them. And if you've never heard the cucumber song, highly recommend. Take a quick gander at the remaining light. Wow. All that's really left to do is make my bed, put the cooler away, button up the trash. Actually, matter of fact, since I know there's bears around here, I'm going to put the cooler somewhere not in my car. Thought the silhouette of the trees, the sky behind them was pretty. Oh. Okay, so I thought the battery died, but it actually just fell out because I have the side door open with the charger in it right now. Really just gonna carry the cooler and my trash down the hill, so whatever scent exists doesn't lead. Well, there is actually some pork juice on the ground there. Maybe I'll scoop that up too and throw it away. It doesn't attract any predators to my location. Not sure if you can hear that bird. He's been chirping for a minute. Got some nice stars. Still a little bit of light over in that direction, but starting to see the night sky. But just wanted to quickly demo me making my bed. Usually the cooler will go here, but I put that down the hill along with the trash. So I'll just put this charging thing here for right now. Tilt that up forward, gives me some room, and then I'll climb in here. Usually I could do this all from outside right now since I'm in the middle of nowhere, but this is just the way I'm used to doing it. I'll reach over here, slide the seat till it hits the end like that. I don't know how much of this you can actually see, but I'll explain through it as well. And then I find that lever, tilt the seat all the way up, right like that. Sometimes this takes some negotiating, but I was able to pull this from the back this time. Oh shit, the back door actually isn't fully closed. Audible, I'm gonna have to shut that. I forgot gravity just kind of shut it a minute ago. Now it's closed. All right, so try to knock that snow off. I'll just usually pull this back and then just boom. That didn't really work. Oh, there goes my water. All right, I'll pull a little more. Push that forward, boom, there we go. Now we're under. Pretty flat there. I don't have much light anymore. Oh, the phone was up in there. Hopefully that didn't break. Nope, we're good, okay. I don't know how long this battery's gonna last. There's my foam extension. First sleeping bag, it's usually just kind of a pad to go on top of. Main sleeping bag. It's funny, it's called Teton. It's there a couple days ago. Weird pillow. Usually sleep on that. Sometimes I'll sleep on the other one. Sometimes I'll just cuddle that one. Usually all these Reflectix pads, I'd be putting up the windshield one. I usually walk up front and do before I fold the seat forward and put the cooler there. But right now, since there's no one out here, I'll just put them all on top of the water jug area, out of the way. Hopefully out of the way anyway. Yeah, that'll be good. That's pretty much all there is to it for tonight. On other nights, I'd put the rest of the Reflectix pads up while in this spot, especially if I'm somewhere more populated. The front windshield's the only one that I don't do from here. And I really could do that one from here too if I had to, but I haven't had to really stealth camp yet. Oh, stepping on my jacket. Oh, it's coming out. But, and then this here usually becomes my nightstand. I got a journal here, a book, knife, pencil, got bear spray on the center console there just in case anything crazy happened. And from this point out, it's pretty much just me time. I try to stay away from the brain rot, although it gets to me every now and then on YouTube Shorts or whatever else. I find I'm usually more satisfied with my time on one of these books. But, I mean, tonight, here, I'll shut this light off. Yeah, man, it's very still out here. It's pretty calming, so. This will be the last segment of filming for today. I just wanted to show the sky again real quick. You probably can't see any of this on camera, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But, got my teeth brushed, flossed, wrote in my journal. All that's really left to do is lay down, read my book. And then another thing, I usually leave my sunroof open if there's no rain in the forecast. I don't have a forecast because there's no signal here. So I'm just gonna gamble, and I mean, if I feel precipitation hitting my face, I'll close it, but pause. Yeah, I figured these stars were too cool to not roll the dice on with that. So yeah, really all that's left to do, take my boots off, rain shell, retainer back in, and to bed I go. It is 7:59 on Monday, January 12th. Ended up sleeping in a little bit. Woke up at like 6:30, and it wasn't light yet, so I went back to sleep and didn't wake up till like 10 minutes ago. Oh, that was probably really crooked. Just holding the camera on its own. But sun's coming up now. Pretty nice out here. That has been a little over 24 hours since the first clip. You can see the moon up there. Okay, the camera does catch that a little bit. But I just wanted to end this video with a clip from the book that I read last night. Where did it go? Morning is when I am awake and there is a dawn in me. So I hope there's something for you to wake up excited for in the morning. And with that, thank you all for watching.
please comment if you got any thoughts on anything that happened or just anything in general. And until next time, peace. Figured I'd brief y'all on my plans real quick for today, which is gonna consist of hanging out here, eating a little bit, watching the sun come up, enjoying the scenery a little bit, then going out of here the same way I came in, because it's the only way I know. Probably stopping in Boise, hitting Planet Fitness, and then heading west until I feel like stopping somewhere in Oregon. And then tonight I actually will hit a library. Got a call to make, and probably sleep at wherever feels safe, really. But yeah, not gonna film it today. I'm just gonna cut it at a day. It was a little crooked. Just let y'all soak in some of the scenery. The outro is actually filmed before this. This is kind of just a bonus add-in, if you will.